Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you guys know from the caption, is the highly anticipated review of the Fenty Beauty collection. Whew! My girl Rihanna came through. I'm so excited for this review. As you guys know, I'm not on any type of PR list. Believe me, I wish I was. So I did buy all of these with my own money. Obviously, I didn't buy everything in the collection because homegirl doesn't got that kind of money. But I did buy the gist of what everyone is wanting. I bought the foundation, the gloss, the cream contour, the highlighters. I got basically what is important. I even wore yellow because that's what Rihanna wore to her launch party, and she looked absolutely stunning. She was wearing her whole collection, as you guys already know. I'm not trying to make this intro too long, so let's just get right into it. So as you guys can already tell, I did do my brows off camera. Unfortunately, Fenty Beauty did not launch any brow products whatsoever on this first launch, but I'm super optimistic that Rihanna will launch brow products in the future. But as for now, I just went with my ABH Dip Brow in the shade Caramel. So I did moisturize my face, so now I'm just going to go ahead and hop into the primer. This is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. Looks like this. All of my products are still in their packaging. I literally just picked them up. So this primer claims to be smooth, pore diffusing finish, and help extend your makeup wear. So that all sounds pretty amazing on the packaging. Let's hope it actually does that. So right off the bat, this feels extremely heavy and luxurious. It looks very sleek, very classic, very, very expensive looking, honestly. This has 1.08 fluid ounces, which is actually more than your typical primer. It smells really good, but the smell isn't overpowering. I know that's a huge issue for some people and products. They don't like a heavy smell. This one has a very clean smell, but it's not overpowering. It does make my skin feel a little bit tacky, and that's always a good thing because that means it's going to really let your foundation stick to your skin. Okay, and now moving on to, I believe, is the most anticipated product of the entire collection. This is the foundation. This is called the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I am in the shade 150, and I did get color matched. The packaging says it's a medium to full coverage for all. Long wear, light as air, blah, 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 blah. Alright. Medium to full coverage. That's exactly how I like my foundation. I know a lot of people like their foundation to be a little bit more heavier, a little bit more full coverage, but personally I like a medium to full coverage that is buildable. So hopefully that's what this is. Okay, right off the bat, I am noticing that this is drying down extremely quick. It feels like it's kind of setting itself. Honestly, it kind of looks like I don't need to set it with a setting powder. My only suggestion is that if you do purchase this foundation is you do need to work in little areas. Don't try to put the foundation all over your face and then blend it in because it's going to dry down before you can even get to all the areas. Okay, you guys, so that is with one coat of foundation, and I have to say I really, really like this so far. There are a couple places that I do need a little bit extra coverage, so I'm going to go in with one more pump and see if it is buildable. Right here, I'm having a little bit of trouble with my acne because I just got home from Illinois after evacuating for Hurricane Irma, so my skin isn't the best right now, so I am going to go in with the foundation and try to cover that up a little bit better. Okay, so it's looking really, really good. I feel like it made my skin look super smooth. Like it said that it's really, really lightweight. It does feel extremely lightweight. Honestly, it feels like I'm not even wearing any makeup. I would say this is a soft matte finish. It's not too matte. I do have dry skin, you guys. I don't feel like this is overshowing my dry patches or anything. But like I said, I did hydrate and I did use the primer that come with the collection. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't know if the foundation reacts differently to different primers and moisturizers. But so far, what I did is looking really, really good, and I have no complaints. It's really, really weird. I've never had a foundation feel and look like this without setting it. It honestly doesn't even need to be set. Okay, so I am going to go with Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light and do my under eye areas and kind of just conceal my face. I know Rihanna did come out with the match sticks for concealing your under eye. I swatched a couple of them and I wasn't really feeling it. I just didn't feel like it was thick enough or creamy enough to hide my under eyes, and I would prefer to buy the contour matchstick, so that's what I did. I don't really like the idea of a stick concealer, so that's why I didn't purchase those. So I am just going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape as usual. Wow. That looks so good. The Tarte Shape Tape and this foundation just looks so well together. It's almost like they were meant to be together. It looks so good and so smooth. And it's really weird to me because I'm more of a like dewy finish type girl because I do have dry skin, and this is more of like a soft matte finish, and it doesn't make my skin look too dry. It doesn't show my dry patches or anything. This looks so amazing. Okay, now that we have primer, foundation, concealer, and we have everything set, I'm going in with the match stick. This is the contour shade. Okay, this is the match stick in the contour shade. This is the contour shade Truffle. So it looks like this. I really like these because they're magnetic, so if you do have more than one matchstick, which I do, I have the highlighting one as well, but I haven't opened it yet, so I can't show you, but I will in a minute. And they have 0.25 ounces, which I don't think is that much. Let me see. Okay, so that's how much that comes with it. Honestly, it's a little bit more than what I was expecting, but it's still not a ton. I don't typically use cream contour or even contour sticks in general, so I'm not really sure what the standard for these are, but I was expecting a little bit more, so hopefully you don't need as much product to blend it out, and it kind of works out with how much product she gives you. Before I get into contouring, I'm going to read you guys what this claims to do. Okay, all it says is conceal, correct, and contour. Longwear, light as air layering. So far, the light as air concept that Rihanna is going for is completely true. I feel that with the primer and the foundation, so I'm really loving the lightness of this makeup so far. Okay, I'm finding this a little difficult to blend out. Okay, so this actually looks really good. My only complaint is that it was a little bit difficult to blend out. I don't think I would recommend this to anyone who isn't a professional or someone who isn't really experienced with makeup, because it was kind of difficult to blend out. Like I said, it's definitely not something you would use if you're like on the go and you just need to quickly do your makeup. It takes a little bit more patience and a little bit more time, but after you're completed, it actually turned out really good. I'm honestly surprised because when I first put it on, I was kind of like, this isn't going to be very good, but it's actually really pretty. Okay, so I do have one other match stick. This is the highlighter shade in the shade Starstruck. I will swatch it for you guys. I'm assuming that it goes up as much as the other one. Yeah, it's about the same as the other one. I will swatch it for you guys real quick. My camera cut me off when I was doing it over here, but this side's already blended out, so I'm going to go ahead and get to this side. As I was saying on the other side before my camera cut, I really like this. It's obviously very blinding and very pretty, but just like the contour, it's kind of hard to blend out. I have used cream highlighters before, and they never take this long to blend. Let's get into the star of the show, which I don't really think is the star. I honestly think the foundation is the star of the collection, but this is honestly the most talked about item of the collection, which, oh my god, this packaging, I live for it. It's so beautiful. It's so Rihanna. I love it. Anyways, this is a creamy, long-lasting, endless ways to glow highlighter. This is in the shade Trophy Wife. Okay, this packaging is so sleek and classic. If you have nails, these are impossible to open. I've come to that conclusion really quickly. Okay, now that we have it open. As always, every highlighter comes with this little sheet thing to protect it. I'm going to pull that off, and this is what we are looking at. It is so pretty. I don't have a highlighter like this in my entire collection, so I'm excited to have something like this. Like, my only concern is that it's going to be a little bit too dark for my skin tone, but if it is, I contemplated it in Sephora. I was like, what if it's too dark? But if it is, I'm just going to use it as an eyeshadow because it's that pretty, and then in the summertime when I'm much tanner, I can use it as a highlighter. But we're going to try it as a highlight today, and if it's too dark, then oh well. Okay, so this Killawatt highlighter is 0.28 ounces, which honestly I'm not sure if that's a lot of product. It looks about average in terms of the pan, the heaviness of it, but yeah, I just thought I would let you guys know. Okay, so I am going to swatch this for you guys real quick. It swatches very pigmented, as you guys can see on my finger here. And I'm going to swatch it beside the pink one that we swatched earlier. So obviously I couldn't buy all the highlighters in the collection because I don't have that kind of money, but I did swatch them all in Sephora and I took a picture of it for you guys, so I will have that over here. Personally, I swatched all of them. I was truly and honestly only impressed with this one right here in terms of the powder highlighters. I don't know, they just weren't very pigmented, and the ones that were pigmented just were colors that I don't typically reach for or I already have in my collection. I'm going to be picking up the highlighter with my Morphe M501 brush as always, and I'm just going to be picking up a tiny little bit because I know that this is hella pigmented. So let's get into it. I'm just going to be placing this on top of the Starstruck cream highlighter that we did before. Wow. That's honestly not even too dark. You just have to go on really lightly. I was reading a lot of stuff on Twitter that were saying it was too dark for them, but this isn't too dark at all. You just have to go in with a light hand, but this is really doing it for me. Oh, yeah, see, I went with a heavy hand. Wow, Rihanna did not come to play. This is so pretty. Okay, so this highlighter is an A+++ from me. This is incredible. I'm really impressed, and I closed it and I'm not going to reopen it because it's just really difficult with my nails, but it's so pretty and definitely worth the money. Wow. Okay, so since this entire video is dedicated to the Fenty Beauty collection, I'm just going to quickly put on some eyeshadow off camera so I can come back and put on the Starstruck matchstick on my lid, but I just want to have a eyeshadow base before I do that, so I will be right back. Okay, so as you guys can tell, I just did a super basic eyeshadow in the crease. I'm just going to pick up the matchstick in the shade Starstruck. We're just going to be picking that up with a brush and putting that on our lid. It's nothing like super spectacular, and it's definitely not extremely like pigmented. Okay, so I'm just going to be picking up Trophy Wife and putting that on my inner corner and my brow bone. Wow, pigment come through. Yes. You could really do a bomb look just using this highlighter as an eyeshadow. Okay guys, so I just popped on some mascara and some lashes, and now we're just going to move on to the final step, which is the one and only Fenty Glow Lip Gloss. These are called the Gloss Bombs, and I'm super excited to try this formulation because I love a good gloss. Okay, let's give this beauty a whirl. Oh my god, it smells so good. It's not sticky whatsoever. It is a little bit heavier for a gloss, but it has a lot of pigmentation, so I feel like that's something you just kind of have to deal with a more pigmented gloss. But yeah, this is really, really nice. Like I said, it's a little bit heavier for a gloss, but it doesn't really bother me much right now. I would definitely have to see throughout the day if it started to bother me. Obviously, I don't know how long this lasts, if it's long wearing or not, but going on, it feels great. It looks really pretty, and I really like this shade. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Let's quickly get into my final thoughts. Okay, so I want to start in order. So, of course, the primer is going to go first. Unfortunately, this is more of a first impressions video, so I didn't get to see how long this wears, but I can go from how it goes on and how it makes my skin look. It went on extremely smoothly, which I really appreciate. It was a little bit tacky, so my foundation stuck to it really well. I really enjoyed the smell. I think the packaging is stunning and very luxurious looking, and I just like this pump. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this pump, but I am. On a scale to 1 to 10, whether I think you guys should buy it or not, I would say a definite 9. I really like this, and I think that this is something that everyone can find use out of. It's very hydrating, and it can go well with, I think, any foundation. So I definitely recommend this. I just really like the formula. Moving on to, like I said, the most anticipated item in the whole collection, in my opinion, is the, what is it called? It's going to take me a second to learn these names, guys. Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Gotta get that in my head. Anyways, when Rihanna created this collection, she came out with 40 different foundation shades, which is honestly so amazing. I can respect Rihanna so much for just thinking about every single person when creating her first launch for this collection. I'm just appalled at how many foundation shades she's came out with, and it's just really admirable to me. I really, really, really love this foundation. This is something that I would definitely grab for on a daily basis, which is it's just insane to me because I'm a dewy finish type girl with dry skin, and this is a soft matte finish, and it doesn't make my skin look dry. Personally, I don't really know if this is my shade. Like, it looks really good right now in person, but on the monitor, I don't know if it's showing up like that on camera, but on the monitor it looks a little light for me. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at the footage. You guys let me know in the comments if you think this is my shade or not, and yeah, I definitely need you guys' help because I don't know if I should go up a shade or not. So let me know in the comments if you guys think this is my shade. But anyways, on a scale to 1 to 10, if I think you guys should buy this, it's a definite 10. I'm sure you guys can find your shade because there are so many different shades in the collection, and I just feel like this is a foundation that can really work for everyone. Next, we have the Match Stix, which are magnetic. I didn't get to show you guys that earlier, which is just so cool to me. Like, this is awesome, and if you're traveling, like, this is gonna make traveling so much easier for you guys because they just stick together. So I really like this concept, and I think it's very, very creative and unique. Unfortunately, the matchsticks were a little bit of a pass for me. It's not like they're bad, they're not bad, but it's just not something that I would personally buy if I weren't doing this video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a cream contour type girl. I don't really use cream highlighter that often. Yes, you can use the cream highlighter as an eyeshadow, but I wouldn't spend $25 on a single eyeshadow. So why would I spend $25 on a cream eyeshadow? Okay, so now we have the infamous Truffle Wipe Highlighter, and oh my god, it's so hard to open. This beauty right here, if there's anything in this collection, yeah. If there's anything in this collection you guys want to go pick up, I would say pick up the highlighter and the foundation. And this highlighter only. I swatched all the other ones, and as you guys saw in the photo, they did not swatch very good. They're not very pigmented. Out of all of them, this is the only one that I would personally recommend. Even though I haven't tried the other ones, I did swatch them, and I just wasn't impressed. This one, as you guys can see, is just so blinding, so pretty. It can work as an eyeshadow, it can work as a highlighter, it can work as an inner corner highlight. It's versatile. It's just, I feel like it's just a really unique highlighter. It's not one that I have in my kit. I do want to quickly disclose that this is more of a glittery highlight. As you guys can see in just the swatch alone, it's a little bit more glitter opposed to like a pressed powder highlight. And I know a lot of people have issues with that. Personally, I don't. I like a glittery highlight. If you guys like the ABH Nicole Glow Kit, then you will definitely like this because it's kind of the same glitter consistency. But yeah, I really, really love this. And if you're worried that it wasn't going to match your skin tone because you're a little on the fair side, Honestly, I thought it wasn't going to match mine either, but if you just go in with a light hand and just slowly build it up, it definitely can work for you. And last but not least, we have the Gloss Bomb. I really liked this, don't get me wrong, but it's just definitely not something that I would pay $18 for. Not because it's not worth it, it definitely is worth it if you are a gloss person, but I just feel like you can get this gloss at the drugstore easily. I'm sure there's like a million dupes out there already that people have found that really closely resemble this gloss. Like I said, it's a really pretty gloss. It's just, I don't know, it's just, if I were to recommend anything to you guys, it would be the foundation or the highlight or the primer. It wouldn't be the gloss, not because I don't like it, not because I don't like it. It's just, I know that there are dupes out there for this type of gloss. So, that's my final thoughts. I really hope you guys like this video. I think this is my first review video. Is it? I think this is my first review video, and I really liked doing this video, so just give me a big thumbs up if you guys like this video, and if you want to see more reviews in the future. I can definitely do that for you guys if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, overall, I just really love this collection. Some of these products I can foresee myself just like grabbing onto every single day. The primer, the foundation, the highlighter, those are all products that I could just live off of. I really enjoyed them, and I definitely recommend you guys trying them out. For the foundation, I do want to quickly say, I meant to say it earlier, I definitely recommend you guys going to get shade matches. There are so many shades in the collection, so it's really difficult to really determine what your shade is just on a chart online, so I definitely recommend you guys going to Sephora and getting shade matched. Other than that, I'm sure this video is like a million years long by now. I'm sorry. I talk a lot, and especially in our review, I want to give you guys like as much information as I possibly can. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.